Satnam. This video is about packing. Packing enables us to take more air into our lungs than we are able to do on a normal inhale. It's a freediving specific exercise, and it can be very, very useful for advanced freedivers and in the pool to take in more air. It's also great for dry training to begin to stretch and increase your total lung capacity. However, it does come with risks. And so if you're a beginner, I encourage you to use packing for your dry training, but limit it to your dry training only so that you allow yourself to progress slowly and conservatively. There is a tendency to look and see what the top freedivers are doing and to mimic them. But your freediving training, your freediving preparation should always be specific to your performance level. The main disadvantage in packing is that it raises your heart rate, and this is completely opposite from the state that we want to achieve before we begin a dive. You will gain far more benefit from working on increasing your total lung volume by using packing in your dry training, and then in your performance, your pool or your depth dives, just doing a complete inhale. I personally don't pack unless I'm diving to 70 or 80 meters or deeper. It does have some application in the pool because you're going for length of time and distance and you don't have the issues of depth. But again, think about the fact that your heart rate is being increased and you need to balance off the benefits that you get from that additional intake of oxygen against the disadvantage of feeling less relaxed at the beginning of your performance. On the very extreme end of the risks of packing are that when we overpack and we increase the pressure within the lungs to such a level that the lung tissues are no longer able to withstand it. This can cause small bubbles to leak through the membranes of the lungs directly into the bloodstream. There has even been one reported death of overpacking in the pool, and so it is not to be taken lightly. If you do want to train your packing, then start gently and easily and never go to the point where you feel discomfort within the rib cage. Having said that, it is a useful tool for increasing your total lung capacity. And so we're going to practice it together so that you can see the technique and you can use it for yourself in your training. So we're going to begin on a full inhale. You may find that you want to use a nose clip. This might make it easier for you. The idea is that we create a vacuum in our mouth, drawing air from the outside into the mouth and then swallowing it down. And we do this again and again and again. Some people take very small packs, tiny sips of air in, and other people are able to take larger packs and take more in at a time. So don't count the number of packs that you do and compare yourself to somebody else. Work on how it feels for you and what you recognize to be the number of packs that takes you to your maximum. This is very, very important. If you begin to compare yourself to other people, you may either feel disappointed if you're able to take big packs in and feel, wow, I only do 6 and that person does 20. Or you may be tempted to push yourself beyond the safe number of packs in terms of the volume that you are increasing. So how does it actually look? You're going to drop the jaw, and you may find that you can suck the tongue backwards inside the mouth, also creating a vacuum and drawing air in. Then when you've filled the mouth through this process of creating a vacuum, you close your lips and you swallow the air down. People have slightly different techniques, but this is the basic principle, dropping the jaw and pulling the tongue back. So we're going to take 2 breaths just to relax ourselves, and then we take a full inhale and we begin to pack. Inhale deeply. So you will feel that your rib cage and the whole of your upper body is expanding a lot more than it will do on a normal full inhale. Before you begin any of the exercises in this program, work out what your maximum number of packs is to get you to that full volume. Remember, don't go over the threshold of pain and discomfort. Stay well within it. This is then your maximum number of packs, and when you go into the lung stretch series and other exercises in the program, I ask you to look for 30%, 50%, 80% of your maximum volume. So you can work this out for yourself when you come to these exercises. The final risk, which I haven't mentioned, and has been experienced by many freedivers in their dry training, as well as in the water, is that packing can cause a packing blackout. So when you overpack, you restrict the flow of blood to the brain and you have a very short blackout. Of course, as soon as you black out, you will breathe, you will exhale, the pressure reduces and you wake up. You may well be lying on the floor, and if people are around you, they may be looking at you with concern. Or if they're freedivers, they're probably laughing at you. Be aware that packing does come with risks, but it also has its uses. So be wise. Take advice from more experienced freedivers if you're not sure. And use this, but stay safe. Sat Nam.